Okay, so what I have here is called a prop protractor. And a prop protractor is so we can shoot angles from a flat surface and then see what the reference angle is from that surface that we're going to zero it to. So there's some parts to this prop protractor that you need to understand. The first part that we're going to look at is there are two spirit levels. One spirit level for a forward and backwards tilt. I'm going to tighten this up, make sure it doesn't move. One spirit level for the angles that we're going to make. Now, with these two spirit levels, what we're going to do is, I'm going to stop the video. There are two rotating components to a prop protractor. The first rotating component is called the disc. And this disc is the inside circle, which shoots your degrees. And then the outside is called a ring, and that is controlled by this right knob. So this left knob controls your disc, and the right knob controls your ring. Now, there is a lock that you pull out and you turn it a quarter of a turn, which disengages the ring from the disc, and you can turn one likewise. To start using this properly, the first thing you have to do is line up your zeros together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line those zero ups right there. Can you see how those zeros get really in line? Now, once we line these zeros up, we need to have a reference surface to measure against. So we're going to measure against the prop hub and the back side or the face of the propeller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one edge and lay it nice and flat up against the prop hub, and I'm going to turn this knob until the spirit level is right in the middle. And that is about, that is about right there. And then I want to lock in that measurement. So this bottom knob is a lock. So all I'm going to do is twist this tight so that my disc can no longer move. Now, on the back side of the blade, or what we call the face, this is the part that faces the pilot. Since I got my measurement on the hub and I zeroed this edge, I have to keep my protractor facing the direction I zeroed it in, and I can use the other side of it to shoot an angle. Now, what you will have to do is measure out to a certain blade station, which are in 6-inch increments from the hub. So there's already a pre-marked line right here, so we're gonna use this just as a reference. And this area right here is where we're gonna take our reading from. Now, what you have to do is you have to disengage your disc from your ring, and we're going to use the right hand knob. And what we're going to do is, all I'm going to do is set this flat up against the blade, and I'm going to turn my dial until that spirit level is back in the middle. And that puts it about right there. Then once I do that, I like to lock them back together so I don't change my reading. Now, once you get this reading, this zero is now your marker line. And if you saw that this is where our other zero was, that means our degrees went that way. So we went to about 16 degrees. Can you see that line right there? And then up here, there are a vernier scale to line up with another line to tell me the point degrees or decimals of a degree. So we're gonna see which one of these lines up the best, and that looks like on this side, that 8. So we would say 16.8 degrees at that blade station, and that is how you use your prop protractor.